Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth from TFO.com, and I am back for a mega-sized Wednesday new releases, because not only is it not Wednesday, but last week we were at the wonderful San Diego Comic-Con, so I did a little catching up from last week too. We are going to start with Abe Sapien, the Abyssal Plane Part 2. I really enjoyed this. It's one of those kind of ghost story, demon stories that they do so well, this whole team. With Mike Mignola, John Arcudi, and Peter Snejbjerg. I think I pronounced that right, but probably not. But lots of monsters, adventure out on the sea, lost mystical artifacts. You really can't go wrong. Then we've got part 5 of The Return of Bruce Wayne. As you can see, Bruce Wayne is now kind of a Clint Eastwood type cowboy, helping his ancestors, tussling with Jonah Hex. Pretty fun. I'm interested to see the next issue, which will be the conclusion. It looks like he's in the 50s or somewhat. Then we come to issue 601 of Wonder Woman. This is the new Wonder Woman story arc with a brand new origin for Wonder Woman. It's from J. Michael Straczynski, which is detailed here. It really kind of recasts her origin and talks about it. This is nice, but I can't see how it can be anything other than temporary. It seems like it's very clearly set up to give her kind of a new look and a new focus, but the whole, even the Oracle is saying it's time to go back and put things right. So this just seems like a minor, side point than a real brand new beginning for Wonder Woman. Then we've got Time Lincoln, which was recommended to me by a store employee, Scotty. So I actually did not read this. I just kind of flipped through it. It looks like fun. It looks hilarious. You got historical figures. You got all kinds of crazy time travel and biff bang boom and a little brain candy for you. And then this, I actually received a copy of this at San Diego Comic-Con. Before I got into superheroes, I was totally into Archie, and I kind of enjoy this because I feel like my feelings are finally justified. This is the life with Archie, the married life. And it's detailing, you know, Archie married Veronica, Archie married Betty. They're treating them as different dimensions and moving forward with the stories for each of their marriages. And this totally justifies what I've always thought, and that is Archie is happier with Betty than Veronica. Look at the covers. They're in love. Oh, they're so happy. Oh, with him, oh, he's got money. Oh, he's so sad. That is exactly what they're saying. And when he's married to Veronica, he has to deal with villainous Mr. Lodge, and everybody's unhappy. With Betty, they're poor and broke and living in New York, but they have all these new friends, and at the end, they're still in love with each other. So, thank you, Archie Comics, for justifying my totally irrational love for Betty. Then, this is one from last week. We've got a couple from last week. I knew I had to do Charmed because I knew all you guys would want to know. Pretty good beginning, pretty short. It's kind of like a half story and with a backup of, what is it, Salem's Daughter. So, I never really watched the show, but I enjoy the Buffy comics, and I watched the first season of Charmed. Looks like they're setting up some action. They're kind of catching you up on the characters. They're introducing a new villainous woman and her male sidekick. You see the girls, Prue and, not Prue, excuse me, slip of the tongue. You got Phoebe with her daughter who can, getting into her, coming into her powers, teleporting mom when she's trying to leave for work. The artwork is colorful and dynamic. It seems like they've got, the guy who's writing this is a writer who has written the Charmed novels and all the episode guides, with Raven Gregory helping him out on the comics end. So I'm sure you'll have to let me know. If all you diehard Charmed fans out there, let me know if this is the real deal. This is another from last week that I really wanted to see, XFactor. It's XFactor 207 because they said there would be this end that was going to just blow me away. I love XFactor. I think this was great all the way around. The final page was pretty shocking just because I could tell it was supposed to be shocking. It might be a little more if I read it. If you read it, something really big happens at the end. Someone walks in on 2 other people with a secret, and it's not a secret anymore. Then of course, you knew I would get this. Star Trek Leonard McCoy #4. I freaking love this. It is great. I'm a huge fan of the original series, and what I love here is that John Byrne has actually he's kind of collapsed the universe and put both characters played by Majel Barrett on the same ship in the same panel. As you might know, she played Dr. Christine Chapel in the original series, but she also played Number One in the original pilot. So here they are on the same ship, same actress, different characters, different ages. My mind is blown. Next up, we've got Torchwood. This is actually written by the actor John Barrowman, and it's got some impressive artwork from Tommy Lee Edwards. This kind of reminds me of, you know, BPRD or Hellboy, and that is kind of a supernatural ghost story, demon story. The first story is great. The second story is cool too, a little more lighthearted, different sort of artwork and everything. But overall, I'm intrigued. I'll keep checking this one out. Then we've got The Heroic Age, Uncanny XMen. This is number 526. The cover is by, Terry Dodson. I knew that. Sorry, brain fart. But the inside is by Will Sportatio, which Will Sportatio is a good artist, but I was a little disappointed to see the cover and then see someone different inside. Hope goes back to Alaska, trying to track down her family. We've got New Mutants popping up, but it's not it's affecting everybody differently, mainly because a lot of these characters are being affected when they're older, and like 19 instead of 13. So we've got that, and then a little more insight into Kitty and what's happening with her. So that's what we got this week. Remember, we've got a ton of San Diego video clips on our blog. Just go to tfaw.com/blog. We've got interviews with Felicia Day. We've got Gerard Way panels. We've got the Charm Comics panels, Marvel, DC, Boom, Dark Horse. We really try to get it all. So hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you next week.